Come Play with Aide.
Hi, this is Wendy from Come Play with Aide.
Today we'll be playing Solar Storm by Aide and Lothar.
And published by Dranda Games. Dranda Games. So, what is this game all about, Emily?
This game is about you are on a spaceship and you are trying to escape from being pulled into the sun.
Yes. So, how are we going to do that?
By putting power on all these cards, which you will see when we get to the table.
Right. So, we have a grid of 3 by 3 cards that we have here that you'll see in a minute. And we need to divert the power from each of these 8 rooms to our energy core. And once we get all the power done to our energy core, then we can zoop out of here, right? So tell me how you play the game.
Well, first let's start with these resources.
So you have a hand of resources, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the resources, I'll show them and why don't you talk about them.
Okay.
So there is
Metal.
Metal,
like all the other resources, will help get the power diverted. Because if you whip out 3 cards that are on the card,
let's do this. Why don't we show them what a room looks like? So this is what one of the rooms look like. And on this side of the card, we'll have to fill it up with what?
That stuff.
It has to be filled up with cubes, which is showing that the room is repaired. So as we lose, as the ship gets damaged, we'll remove cubes from this card, right? And then we'll have to spend resources matching the pictures on this card to fill it back up. Now, once this is all filled up, what can we do on this side of the card?
On that side, you can whip out cards from your hand and put all those resources down and start them.
Discard them, and then you're able to divert the power. Also, each room will have a special ability that you can use too. So the resources that Emily was talking about were metal, nanobots, data, energy, and then this one, which is what?
The wild.
The wild card, right. So, on your turn, how many actions? Why don't you tell us what happens on your turn?
On your turn, you can either move.
How many actions you allowed to take?
3.
Okay.
Unless you decide to save one and get one of these +1 tokens.
Right.
You can spend a +1 token to get another turn.
Another action. Right. So tell me what the actions are you can take on your turn.
You can you can either move, repair, or move.
Wait, let's do them one at a time. So move means what?
You move.
Can you move diagonally? Okay, only, here's a big word for you, babe, orthogonally. Orthogonally, which means up, down, left, and right. Okay, so that's the first action you can choose to take. What's another action you can take?
Repair a room.
Okay, what does that mean?
We talked about it. Put all the cubes on the card.
Not all of them necessarily.
Put a cube on the card if you've got the resource.
Matching resource, right? What else can you do?
You can activate a room.
Which means using the room's power, special power that each room has. Okay. What else can you do?
You can divert room power.
What does that mean?
Divert room power means
You put one of these tokens on there, right? And you've now, the card's completely repaired and you've discarded those resources on the side. You're now diverting the room power to the energy core. And once all rooms are diverted, what can we do?
escape.
Escape. Okay. After we divert room, what else can we do?
Scavenge.
Okay. How do you scavenge?
You can scavenge means you roll the die,
Mm-hmm.
a pretty green die, and if you get a 3, 4 or 5, take 1 card. Roll a 6, take 2 cards.
Okay, so we have a little resource deck down here that you'll see. It's a pretty hefty deck. And at all times, 2 resources are being shown for visible. And so you will able to either, if you roll a 3, 4, or 5, you can take 1 of these cards. If you roll a 6, you can take 2.
You can share resources, which means trade a resource with another player.
In the same room as you.
And you can save an action, which is once again about those +1 tokens.
Right. All right, so that's what happens on your turn. You can take 3 actions, and then after your turn is over, then what you do is what?
Take resources, take 1 from the face up, or 2 cards from the resource deck. And when we run out of the resource deck, we die.
There are 2 ways to lose the game. One is if the resource deck is empty. What's the second way?
If all the cubes, if one room has no cubes and you pull a card and you pull a damage card that damages the room, and then you lose.
Right, so if you go to pull a cube off a card and there is no cube there, then you lose. Okay, so after we pull our resources, then we have to damage the ship. What does that mean?
Damage means take off some cubes.
So we'll pull a card from this deck, and it'll tell us to take a cube from one of the rooms. Now in the beginning, it'll only be 1 room, and then when we get to the middle deck, it'll be 2, and then at the end, at the bottom of the deck, it'll be 3. And if we make it through this deck to the very bottom, and we still haven't won, then we will have this special card here, which means we'll still have to we'll have to roll dice and then remove cards from our resource deck. Now remember, if we run out of cards in the resource deck, right. So it'll all make sense the more we play the game. So why don't we actually take you guys to the table, show you what we mean. It also came with these really cool player aid cards that walk you through everything that we just talked about. I do want to point out a couple of things. One, we did buy the deluxe version of the game, so we did get really cool meeples. This will be me, and this will be Emmy. It came with really cool meeples. It came with alternate room cards, so there are 9 cards in the ship, 9 room cards. We got an additional 9 that you can interchange, and also we bought a player mat, so that does not come in the standard game. So I just want to get that out of the way. All right, so we are going to now take you to the table.
Welcome to the table.
So we forgot to mention something. What did we forget to mention, babes?
This game is cooperative.
It is cooperative. So we either win together or we lose together, and we're both trying to get our ship fixed. So as I mentioned, I'm the blue player. Emily is the red player. Now you can see a little bit more what we were talking about. Each of these ships has 3 repair cubes on it already. They're all in good working order. But in order to start the game, unfortunately, we have to pull 2 cards from the bottom of our damage deck, which you may remember from before says it has how many damages on it?
3.
So we're going to flip them over and take some immediate damage. So Emily, what do you got?
The bridge.
All right, we lose a cube from the bridge. And?
The engine room.
No, we take from the top, not the bottom, right? Okay, the engine room. And?
The crew quarters.
Okay.
That's where they sleep.
That's where they sleep. All right, so that was the first card. And now our second one, the medical bay. The repair center needs to be repaired. That's a little goofy. And I'll put that in the discard pile. The armory. So I mentioned that each one of these rooms has a special power, so I'm going to take some time to read those, okay? So if we go in the bridge, one of our actions can be look at the next 3 damage cards and put them back in any order, okay? The cargo hold allows us to take a resource card from the resource deck or the visible supply. The mess hall, exchange 2 resource cards between 2 other players. That's a nice way to trade without being in the same room. The medical bay lets us take 2 action tokens from starting in this room. So like Emily mentioned, we can have some extra actions and we can hold on to those and use them whenever we want to. The energy core is where we start, and the only thing that can do is when all the rooms have diverted the power, we can use 1 action to reactivate the energy core and get out. The repair center says give a repair cube from the supply to any other player. So we could take one of these extra cubes over here, and I could give it to Emily, and she could drop it in any room that she's in. Next is the crew quarters. It says move a player's meeple to a room that does not have another meeple in it, so we can just kind of move people around. The armory says give 1 protection token to any player. Discard if the room that player is in takes damage. So we didn't really talk about protection tokens, but there are these little protection tokens over here, and you can put them down in rooms, or in this case, it goes with the person. And if that room happens to have its card pulled out, it doesn't get damaged. And then our last room is the engine room. Swap a card from your hand with 1 from the discard pile. So that's nice, okay? So, as always, Emily is going to go first because it's her job to always go first. And our cards in our hand are open knowledge. So we do not have to keep them hidden. We can share knowledge and figure out what we all have. So Emily, like I said, is the red player, and she is going to take her 3 actions first. What do you plan on doing, sweets?
Move for 1.
Okay.
Never mind.
Oh, rewind. I saw what you were trying to do. Emily thought she had the cards to go down here, repair, and divert, but she did not. Looks like you're surrounded by a bunch of damaged ships. Yeah, it looks like you have damage here, 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 here. Yeah. So it looks like you're not going to be able to do that this turn, but...
I guess I'll need it.
All right, so she went to the medical bay. So that's 1 action. What are you going to do with your 2nd action?
Repair it.
All right, so you're going to spend, because there is a cube missing from here, and you'll see it's a metal cube. She's going to discard a metal from her hand in order to put the cube back.
And I'm going...
Now, we did forget one thing. I'm going to cut you off for a second, babe. Once a room has the power diverted, you can spend a resource from your hand to repair all the cubes in that room. So if this room had all its cubes missing and we had managed to divert the power, I could spend the data, the nanobots, or the metal and get all of the cubes back on there. So it's kind of like a little bonus once we've been able to do that. So I just wanted to point that out as a rule we forgot. Okay, so Emily moved and she repaired. That's 2 of her actions. You have 1 more. Oh, she's going to save her action. So she took one of these little +1 tokens, and she will be able to spend that whenever she wants. So now she has taken her 3 actions. Her next thing is she either takes 1 card from here or 2 cards from the deck. And she will take 2 cards from the deck, add them to her hand. And the last thing that she will do on her turn is damage! Incoming! Emmy's going to pull from the damage deck. And, oh, the armory uses another cube. All right. And that's a turn. That's basically a whole turn. So now it's my turn. And these are the cards that I have. I think what I'm going to do is go down to the armory. I'm going to spend a nanobot for my 2nd action to repair this nanobot section, and then a data from my hand to repair the other cube. And that's all 3 of my actions. So now I get to choose what I want to do. I think I'll just take 2 from the deck also. It's early. All right, and I got another metal and I got a wild. So now I damage the ship and the cargo hold takes its first damage.
That's a cargo hold.
It's where they hold all their stuff. You can see there's a crate in there. So it's like they keep their supplies in there. All right, so now we're back to Emily.
Okay, so in here I will spend 2 of these and this to divert power.
So she's spending 2 greens and a wild, and you see that there's a green, and a blue needed to divert the power, so she's gonna do that. But before you do anything further, I want to remind you, Sweet Pea, that it says here, take 2 action tokens when starting in this room.
I think I'll save both my actions.
So you just took those 2, all right? And you did 1 action, so you have 2 more actions to use. What do you want to do?
Nothing.
You can scavenge to get more stuff. You can walk over here and repair this. You can come down here and repair this.
Okay, I'll scavenge twice.
No, you don't need to use your cubes. You don't need to use your tokens yet, sweetie. You only used 1 thing. You have 3 actions, you only used 1.
And this was my other 2 actions.
No, sweetie, you got 2 actions for starting in this room.
I didn't, I started in the room.
Yeah, you started in that red one, so you've only used 1 of your actions so far. So what do you want to do now?
We'll come down here and repair.
Okay, so she's going to use her wild to repair her thing here. Just get a cube on there. So that's 2 actions, and you have 1 more that you can use. Or, actually, you have a whole bunch more if you want to use your tokens. But
I want to scavenge.
okay, so remember what happens when you scavenge.
You gotta roll something good.
All right, let's roll something good. And Emily rolled kind of off camera, but she rolled a 4. So when you roll a 4, what happens?
I get a card.
You get 1 card.
And that was one of my tokens. I'll scavenge again.
No, it wasn't one of your tokens yet, sweetie.
That was.
Was it?
Because remember I moved.
You moved and you repaired. That's only 2, hon.
And I diverted power in that room.
You moved, you scavenged, you diverted power. That's 3. No, you moved, you repaired, yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
Another 3. And I got another card.
All right. You gonna do it again? Or are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
You're done. All right, so Emily is standing here in the crew quarters and she is done. All right.
I'm sleeping.
You gonna take a nap? All right, my turn. Oh, wait, did you damage? Oh, wait, no, you need to pull your cards first. I'm sorry. Woo, what am I even talking about? 2 cards from the top of the deck. Okay. Oh, more metal. You are heavy metal, kid. Heavy metal. She has 4 metal cards and 1 energy card. So
Would you
she's
plan
down.
trading with me?
I'm not in the same room
If
with
you
you.
got in the same room with me?
Maybe. Let's see you damage the ship. Let's see what our plans are.
Repair center.
Ah, someone needs to go repair the repair center. That's for sure. All right. Let's see what we have here. I'm in the armory. In order to divert power in the armory, you need a red, a green, and a purple. I don't have any of that, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is try to scavenge to get that green. And I rolled a 4. So I'm going to take this green, and it gets immediately replaced. And so that was my first action, was scavenging. My second action will be to take the red, the green, and this wild to divert power in the armory. So we've diverted 2 powers so far. And for my last action, I think I'm gonna start moving this way because Emily's on that side of the ship. So I'm gonna move on this side of the ship. All right, I'm gonna take 2 cards from the top of the deck also. I got a purple and a blue. So it leaves me with 2 blues, a red, and a purple for those of you keeping track. This is my hand. And then I'm gonna damage the ship. And we got the crew quarters where Emily is.
Bang. I woke up from my nap, right?
I guess. Crash, boom, bang. All right, wake up now and get to work. No diverting power now.
1, 2. Can I trade with you?
What do you want?
I want your purple.
You want my purple?
I want your purple.
Give me a green, or are you gonna give me what?
A metal.
Of course you're gonna give me a metal. What do you plan to do? Yeah, but now you need that. All right. Can you get? You don't have enough turns, so you moved 1, 2. We traded for 3.
And I'm gonna use this one as a 4 to move.
So move back 1. Okay. All right. So now you may do your draw. Where are you drawing from? Emily always draws from the top of the deck. I don't know why I bother asking. Oh, she's got a huge hand. She's got 3 reds, 2 purples, a green, and a blue. I don't know why she took my purple. Okay.
I didn't know what was coming out.
Didn't know. Now it's time to damage the ship. Ah. All right, Emily, damage the ship. Not the mess hall.
What is this little snack machine?
Huh?
See that little snack machine in the corner?
Oh. Little snack, little vending machine. That's what's in the mess hall, little vending machine. All right, so now it's my turn. Indeed. I kind of want to use this power. It says swap a card from my hand with one in the discard pile. which will let me grab a wild, which is always nice to have, right? So, maybe, baby. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna swap. Since Emmy's got so much red, I feel like I can give up a red. And I'm gonna take this one right on top. Okay, so that was my first action. I used the room power. Okay. The second action, I'm going to move here, and I will. I'm going to use this room power also. I'm going to give a repair cube to any other player from the supply. So I get to take one of these cubes right here, and I get to give it to Emily. So when she comes over here on her next turn, she can just repair that automatically and maybe just divert the power and not use up all her cards. So there you go, Emily. Have a repair cube. So I used this room power, I moved, and then I used this room power. My turn is over. All right, now I feel good about my next turn. I drew my cards, so just in case you're keeping track, this is what I have in my hand. A green, 2 wilds, a red, and 2 blues. And I know they all have names, but we always call them by their colors. And then I am going to damage the engine room I just came from. All right, now it's Emily's turn. What you doing?
Okay, so I am going to 1,
Move.
2,
Okay, spend my card.
3.
Well, you spend the green card to
No,
repair.
I didn't remember.
Oh, right, my cube. I'm sorry. So, I already forgot that I gave that to you. So Emily did some diverting. Good job. All right, and that's all your turn, right? So you got to draw. Guess where she's gonna draw from, guys? Yep. Where's the damage coming to?
Medical bay.
Oh, it's the first time the medical bay's been hit. Oh, was it full? All right, medical bay. My turn. My turn. Let me see, can I do this? I don't have a card. Blue, green. Can I? I can. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is spend this to repair. Then I'm gonna spend this to repair, working hard. Then I'm gonna spend blue, green, and wild to divert. My third and final action. All right. And it leaves me with 1 card in my hand. So I'm gonna draw 2 deck and damage the bridge. The London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. For those of you who couldn't see it because you can't see us right now, Emily just rolled her eyes at me. All right, darling.
I didn't.
Emmy's turn. What you doing? Put these cards upside down. Okay. What you doing with your life?
One, 2.
Okay, she's gonna go stand in the energy core. Not sure why.
I'm walking.
Okay. So you did 1, 2. And what's your third action?
Oh, right, I had a third action. Whoopsie. I'll say my third action.
Where were you walking to? What's your plan? The cargo hold? All right, so Emmy's gonna shave her last action. Pick your cards.
I won't pick my cards.
And go pick your cards. Pick them. Pick them. Wow, Emmy's got like 700 cards in her hand. Now, it is worth noting that the hand limit is, I have to look it up because I forgot. Sorry, guys. There is a hand limit, I believe. 7. Oh, 6. You're only allowed to have 6 cards in your
I
hand.
have 8.
Uh-oh, because you just drew 2 cards. So you have to get rid of 2.
I got 2 of everything.
Well, look at what you want to do with your next turn, and then keep those cards. Okay, Emily's going to discard down to 6. All right. So now you have to damage the ship. Incoming! Oh, 2. We're up to 2 rooms now. So you'll notice that the cards now have 2 rooms that we have to damage, and Emmy has to damage the
crew quarters and the medical.
the bedrooms again. All right, my turn. My turn. What am I gonna do? I don't even know anymore. All right, so I feel like the engine room is in trouble, and I feel like the bridge is in trouble, but I'm too far away from the bridge. But I can move to the engine room, and I can spend my wild and a blue for my other 2 turns to repair that. All right. I have to keep pulling from here. I don't like pulling from here all the time, but I only have a little bit of cards in my hand. All right. And now I'm going to damage the repair center and the cargo hold. Cargo hold. Repair center. All right. Let's see what Emmy has up her sleeve. She had ideas.
1, 2, 3.
2, 3. So 2 for the red one.
Oh, I was just doing
3 for that one. And then you can spend your action token.
I'm finished.
Spend your action token to divert the power.
I can't.
Oh, you did not plan well. You got rid of the wrong card. Well, since it's now your turn to pick cards, you could take that one. There you go. And now damage the ship and hope that it's not the cargo hold that gets hit. What you gonna damage? What part of our ship is being now?
Our ship, the part of our ship is... Oh, sorry. The engine room.
I just fixed that place. And the medical bay. Uh-oh, the medical bay has no more cubes on it. So if we pull another card that says medical bay on it, we have lost the game. And the only thing I can do is walk over to the medical bay. I can't even do anything to it. So, let me see. There's nothing I can do. I could walk to this room and use its power. It says give 1 protection token to any player. Discard if the room that player's in takes damage, but Emmy's not in the room. Well, I might as well run over there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Might be a short time and space for us. And the bridge and the cargo hold. Oh, the bridge is out of cubes now. And the cargo hold.
Watch where you step.
Be careful. All right. Emily, what's your plan? Ooh.
I need to fix it again?
Yes. Well, here's something cool. It says take a resource card from the resource deck or the visible supply. So you could make the room. Okay, that's
That was
1. Now 2.
2.
Repair it. Right?
And then 3.
3, divert the power. Woo. Right? So she got her plan to work anyway. Good job, Emily. Now, you gotta draw your cards.
Ooh.
Yep, and then damage the ship.
No medical bay or bridge. You know, it would be funny if I pulled both.
It said medical bay and bridge. Armory and mess hall. Things are falling apart, babe. All right. Oh, I get to take 2 action tokens when I start in this room. That is going to be super helpful. All right, so I'm going to repair for 1. I'm gonna move for 2. Repair for 3. And heck, I'll use one of my action tokens to repair a second one here. While I'm here. And then we can breathe a little bit. Take a deep breath.
Mama?
Huh?
Oh, you use one of yours.
Yep, I got my 2 action tokens for starting in the medical bay. I got all refreshed while I was in the medical bay, and then I was able to burst forth and do things. All right. I keep getting blues and greens. Where are all the reds, guys? All right, ready? The bridge and the armory. Just in time I got here. Just in time. All right. Woo! Just in time, I saved us. I'm a hero. All right, Emily, what you got? What's your plan now? Got a plan, Stan?
Miss Hall. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3.
2, 3. So she did 1, 2, 3. She did some repairing. Okay, you have an action token if you want to use it, or you could just hold on to that.
I'll hold on.
All right, and what are you gonna do?
I try.
Okay.
And I damage.
We have the engine room and the repair center. And the repair center.
Repair center.
Yeah. Ooh, things are getting hairy. All right, let me decide what I'm gonna do now, because things are not coming up roses for me. Now, the good news is, like I said before, this room already has its energy diverted. So does this one and this one. So when coming to these rooms, we only have to spend 1 resource that's showing to have it completely repaired. Okay? Unfortunately, I do not have any of these resources to completely repair this. But I think I will spend another blue to repair this. I do not have a purple to make things better there. I do not have a purple to make things better there. So... All right, so we need to divert 3 more rooms. 1, 2, 3. I need to figure this out. All right, I'm gonna scavenge. Wait, that's my no, did I use all 3 of my actions?
Yes.
All right, all my actions are done. All right, then I'm just gonna pull my things. I got a red. Hopefully, if things work out, I just need a purple now, and then maybe next turn I can do something. All right, let's see. We are gonna damage
the mess hall
quarters and the mess hall. Yes, the mess hall. All right.
I'm in for it.
You're in for it. Well, you could always scavenge purple there if you can. Oh, you can do it. So that's 1, right?
2, 3.
No, 2 is diverting the power. All right. Awesome. So let's spend those cards.
And then I'll scavenge.
Yeah, scavenge. Do not take my purple. Only 1. And she got a red.
I had to take another 2.
And then your 2 for your turn being over. Did you use? You didn't use your extra action token, right? Okay. Now damage. Oh, we're up to 3 now.
The quarters.
Eek. Let's get down there. The armory. Eek. And the cargo hold. Yeah, no eek in there. Oh boy, Emily. I was gonna try to divert the power here, but now we need to run. I can't do it all.
Can't.
I can't.
I can't.
Just can't.
No.
All right. So 1, 2. I only need to spend 1 resource now because the power is diverted. So I'll spend a blue, and we'll get all of this back. So that was 3 actions. I'm gonna spend my action token to go back here. So when I start my action, it's supposed to be get 2 again, so it's kind of like I get them right back. All right.
I'm gonna scavenge.
Wait, I gotta pull a card. I'm gonna take this one because I want it. I don't need that purple. Okay. And then I have to damage 3 places. The medical bay, eek, right where I am. The cargo hold. And the mess hall.
Like you get shaken around.
Maybe. All right, we're running out of stuff.
I'm gonna scavenge first.
You need to get down to the armory. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go get them. Okay, 4. We get a card. One. No.
Scavenging was 1.
3.
Okay, 3.
3.
You're
4.
4. Okay, so that was your token, right? All right, so let me repair that.
Ooh.
All right, I feel like I was gonna go there to divert the power. Oh, I start here so I get 2 tokens. I'm still gonna do that because that's what I was gonna do. So 1,
I can do it.
you can do it? All right. So 1, 2, and I will spend, I'll spend a blue. Oops. And because the power has been diverted, because I spend a blue, all 3 come back here.
Do I need to get down to the medical?
You know, I need to rewind a little bit. This is where I was, right? I'm gonna spend something here. Let me do that before I start running around. I'm gonna spend a red to repair here. I know what I was doing. 1, 2, 3. Then I'll spend a blue.
You have +1.
Yeah, I did
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, right? So now I just have to, I spent 1 of my tokens. And I still have 1 more token left if I want to do something else. Right? Because I repaired, move, repair. That's 4. So I did that. Okay, yeah. Now, feel like I'm gonna move here for my last action just to be there. I'm gonna be in the room. Okay, and I got 2 reds.
I want to be in the room.
Yes. Little Hamilton there. All right. I pulled my cards I have to damage. Ready? The bridge. The repair center. The crew quarters. All right.
I'm gonna scavenge.
Oh, God.
Okay. And I can do this. We're going to repair.
That's 2 actions for you. What's your 3rd action?
My 3rd is to divert.
Divert the power. We're getting there. We only have 1 more room to divert. All right, now pull your cards. And then the scary part. The bridge.
Bridge, trick, damn it. Bridge.
The medical bay.
Medical vote.
And the mess hall.
Mess up.
All right, nothing too scary. Nothing too scary. All right.
We can't click on the repair center. We can't get to the repair center.
I'm in the engine room. It needs a blue and a red to be repaired. Then it needs a red and 2 purples. I don't have what it needs. So I'm gonna repair for 1. I'm gonna move for 2. Then I'm gonna repair this, my 3rd action. And because it's diverted power, all the cubes get back on there. All right, I took care of it. Now we just need to work on that. Here comes the scary part. The engine room. Okay, I just left there. The armory. And the cargo. Uh-oh, cargo hold. All right, Emily. It's up to you, kid. We only have one more card left, and then we start losing these. All right, kiddo. It's up to you now.
Yeah.
You should go to the cargo hold and repair it.
Nobody want to start getting out there.
I think I can handle the engine room.
Okay. 1.
So 1,
2.
2.
Character's doing some backflip.
And then the room power says you can take a resource card from the resource deck or the visible supply for free.
Oh, I like that.
All right, now your turn's over. So pick your cards.
We can't.
I know, you're chewing through this deck, kid. All right, and the last damage card.
Engine room.
The engine room. Ooh. Oh, man. The repair center and the mess hall. Uh-oh, the mess hall. All right.
Mess hall.
This certainly puts a kink in what I'm trying to do. 1, 2, I can only repair 2 of them. That's all I got. Hold on, let me figure out what I want to use. I need 2 of these. I need this to repair it. So we'll just use this to do that.
Wait, are you kidding? You had purple.
I know, but I'm trying to save that to divert the power.
Oh.
So wait, what did I do? I was here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I moved and I repaired. Now I'm gonna do this. Swap a card from your hand with one in the discard pile. So I'm gonna get rid of this green that does nothing from me. I'm gonna take this one back. So it can be whatever I need it to be. And then, that's the end of my turn. I'm going to take this blue here into my hand. And then now we have no more cards in the damage section. So now what we have to do is we do this hull breach. And if we roll a 1 or a 2, we lose 1 card from our deck. 2 and 3 gets 2, and 4 and 5 gets us 3. And remember, when this deck runs out, so do we.
What about? No, 4.
4 and 5, sorry, 4 and 5 gets 3 out. And of course I rolled a 6.
Oh.
So that means 3 cards, 1, 2, 3 from this deck. Leaves us with 4.
We gotta start taking from there.
All right. Temmy's turn. So these rooms are not going to be damaged anymore. So now it's time to do other things.
1, 2, 3. I'm here.
Well, why don't you do this? You're here, right? 1, 2. Give a repair cube to any player from the supply.
Oh, okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so now she's giving me a cube. All right, that's all your turns, right? So now you have to take a card.
No 6s, no 6s.
And now you have to roll
4.
2.
Oh, I left 1 card.
Yeah, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my turn. So I'm going to repair the red. Wait, let's make sure I can do this right. Repair the red. Repair the blue.
Ooh, that's your circulation.
Divert the power. Now here's the bad part, guys.
We can't get to the room.
I can't get to the energy core.
So does it?
So that's the end of my turn. Oh, wait. Back it up. Use the cube that Emily gave me.
Yeah, but you still can't.
Repair with blue. Divert the power. Yeah. Leaves me with 1 card, but I still can't. I have no more of these. And I have to draw a card. So let me make sure that well, yeah, because I have to roll the dice. There's no cards to be taken. We die. So close. We had diverted all the power, but the last thing you have to do is get back to the energy core and then spend an action to reactivate it. We came up just short.
Oh, 3 actions short.
1 turn short. Yep. So that was a playthrough of Solar Storm. Why don't you come join us at the so we can give you our thoughts on the game, what we think, how we feel and how we think, and thinking about our feelings, and feel how we feel about thinking. All right, we'll see you in a minute.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. That was Solar Storm.
Stressful. Almost made it. So close. Tell me what you thought, babe.
I liked it a lot because you're trying to escape, and I love all the little cubes and how you have to divert the power and put all the tokens. I have to get it to the entry room. It's really fun and tricky, and I really like those kind of games.
It's kind of puzzly, isn't it? Like, trying to figure out how to get where you need to go and running around like crazy, like, oh no, I have to go back here, but I was going to go do that, but now I have to come back and do this instead. Yeah, so it's kind of frantic and kind of like, eek, right? So I know one of the big things that you like is that it is cooperative, right? You're a big fan of the cooperative games. So this kind of hits that box for you, right? So I know another thing that you really like are the meeples, right? Super cute. But they're the same. Yeah. So I really like this game. It was recently on Kickstarter. You can still get it from their website. We were able to pick up, we actually did not back it on the Kickstarter, we missed it, but we were able to pick up the Kickstarter edition with these cool little meeples and additional cards on their website, Dranda's website, which I'll link down below if you're interested. It was really, I think it's really well done. The cards, they're very simple, but very clear what you need to do. The rules, very easy, right? I mean, Emmy picked it up like that, no problem, real quick. She knew what she was doing. Everything does exactly what it's supposed to do. We never got to use these little protection tokens. It just didn't come up in our game to use them. But like I mentioned, because I got the deluxe version, it did come with some extra rooms. So every room had another card that went with it so that the powers would be switched up a little bit. So even that's nice for the replayability. So all the pictures, the rooms all look the same, but their powers are a little different. So
and
we just kind of,
and their sides are switched.
Right, they're mirror images of the picture. So let's show them what one looks like. Can you send me one?
Yeah.
Just one. That's all. So like here's one mess hall, and then here's the other mess hall, the alternate mess hall, if you will. So you can kind of see their pictures, and it's not real clear in this one. Emmy gave me a really bad one. Why don't you give me a cargo hold? Can you show me the cargo hold?
Cargo hold.
So the cargo hold, you can see they're just kind of mirror images of each other, but they have different powers, which is nice. So we can switch it up and not play just the same game over and over again. Also, the layout of the rooms is dealt differently every time. So the mess hall is not always going to be next to the bridge, and you can't always just go from the repair center to the cargo hold. They're all going to be...
Except the energy core.
Right, except the energy core, which will always be in the center. This damage deck, if you've played Pandemic, you're used to, pulling things and damaging them and getting all freaked out because they weren't your plan. You were ready to go fix this room, but now it's damaged, so you have to go do more fixing of that room before you can actually get it done. So I think it's really, really well done. You agree?
Yeah.
So what's the final verdict?
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Would you recommend it to everybody? Yeah? All right. So thank you very much for watching. As you can tell, this was a game we really did like, so thanks for watching today. If you liked our video, please give us a thumbs up. Also, feel free to subscribe down below and tell us what you thought. We'd really like to hear from you. And if you have a game that you'd like to see Emmy play, let us know, and we'll see if we can get that done too. Okay? Anything else you want to say?
No.
All right. Bye.